Alright, Obsessed. Oh, I really like plots like this, but it just so happens that movies like this usually aren't done very well. A lot of people are calling this movie a Fatal Attraction ripoff. I've never seen Fatal Attraction. I've seen the movie Swim Fan, which a lot of people called a teen version ripoff of Fatal Attraction. And Swim Fan was okay. I thought it was pretty good until the end where the girl went from a teen with a really strong crush on a guy to a psychotic killer that shoots cops. And then it kind of went to crap from there. This movie, Idris Elba. You know it's not a very good cast, but I don't even know how to properly pronounce the guy's name. I think it's Idris or something. For an actor I hadn't really heard of before, he did alright. Nothing great, but he did okay. Nothing horrible like our wonderful Beyonce. Oh my goodness. You've seen the ads. You know there's like a big cat fight between the women. I wanted someone to kill Beyonce because I don't want to watch her try to act anymore. Gosh. And her character was so stereotypical. Come on, speak English. You come to my house. You know, there's a scene where her and her husband are fighting. She's like, will you go upstairs and get your toothbrush? And he's like, where do you want me to go? She's like, you go to hell. But until then, I recommend the Four Seasons. Now, this movie's not horrible. It's not. It could have been worse. It works as mindless entertainment. But I want a movie with this kind of plot to be done really well. And it's fun. You know, it's not a complete waste. I was entertained. I wasn't bored. I had fun laughing at some of the worst dialogue I've ever heard. I'm not even joking. This movie might have the worst line, the worst single line I've ever heard in a movie. It's like one of the first scenes. They move into the house, and you know the relationship between him and Beyonce really isn't done very well. It's of course just see them try to get romantic, and that's mainly it. Nothing real, nothing that we can connect to. It's just them being oochie goochie, and so they move into this house, and their furniture is not in there yet. No, it's empty. And they go into what's going to soon be their bedroom. And they're like talking about having sex because there's like a mirror on the ceiling. She's like, what bed are we going to use? And he's like, we can use this fine carpet. She's like, but then we'll get fine carpet tattoos on our butts. And she didn't say butts, she said the A word. But I'm not going to cuss. I don't cuss in my videos. I have over 100 videos on YouTube. And I haven't cussed in a single one of them. I don't want to ruin my streak. I was laughing really hard. So was the rest of the theater. The theater was like packed tonight. And they had a good time, you know, they were cheering their butts off when the cat fight came along. And let's talk about that cat fight. I'm not ruining anything, it's in the freaking ads. It was entertaining, you know, it got about as ridiculous as it could. But, you know, it was fun. You know, they really went all out. You know, we got them trying to stab each other with giant lamp sticks and swinging around planks of wood, and they're hanging on chandeliers and friggin' weird. I think it's a well-paced movie. There's really some good stuff in here, you know, it's how they handle, you know, the relationship between this girl that's eventually going to be obsessed with this guy. It's well-paced, you know, they do lead it up very well and develop some connection to when she does become obsessed. It is effective. But, you know, everything before she becomes obsessed, I thought it was pretty good, you know. It starts getting creepy and creepier, and then all of a sudden he's like, hey, what you doing? Why are you trying to get inside my pants? And there's really a scene where he's like trying to take a pee and she basically rapes him. But then when she does become obsessed, it verges on silly. But it's entertaining, like I said, it's okay. I think it's really nothing more than you would expect. I think people are going to get what they want out of it. Except for me, I'm not expecting like a masterpiece or anything, but I kind of wanted a little more suspense. You know, and it does have some suspense. It's alright, you know. Could have been handled better. I think this plot deserves a lot better movie. Maybe Fatal Attraction's awesome. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't even know if it's supposed to be good. People are just keep comparing it. Now, there's a girl. What's her name? Ollie or something? The blonde, obsessed girl. Apparently she's from Heroes. At the beginning, when she was just acting normal, you know, it's fine. Okay acting. But when she gets, like, mad and, you know, goes crazy, it's, like, really overacting. But in a way, I think it kind of worked because, you know, the character is supposed to be a psycho. So it kind of worked, you know. I really like Jerry O'Connell. I think he's really funny. He was in that really funny sitcom Carpoolers that, you know, of course eventually got canceled because every show I like on TV is canceled after when they can't even finish one season. But he really doesn't get to do much here. And I think with this kind of plot, the lead character's friend, the supporting character, I think he easily could have played a bigger role, but he really didn't. They tried to cram in Beyonce as much as possible. Really, there were scenes in the movie where it felt like it was just like a one big ad for Beyonce. You know, the movie literally ends on a freeze frame of her face, and that's it. And with one of her songs playing. I show you crazy. In the end, you know, you feel for the main character. You know, you like this guy. You want this insane chick to get the crap beaten out of her. You know, job well done. You know, this movie is what it is. It's what I think most people expect. It's what I expected. Maybe a little better than I expected, because it was reviewed with about, 15 critics or so, of course. When they don't screen it for critics, that means the company has no faith in the movie. And it probably would have got pretty bad reviews, to be honest. But with the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, there's about 5 positive reviews. I agree with them. They're saying, it's campy entertainment. People will enjoy it, and I do think in most cases that is the thing. It's nothing great, but it's just all right. I think if you just want some entertainment, some campy fun, I think you'll get what you expect. If you just, as quality movies go, this movie really doesn't go very far, but I think it definitely could have been worse. It's nothing horrible. It's just okay mediocrity. Well, like I said, I like some of it. I like how they led up to this obsession. I think they handled that well. I thought some of it definitely did get stupid, and just better actors, really. Like I said, the lead guy was fine. I think he had a good stage presence, and he was alright. The girl, I said she was okay, but no, they needed a better actress, especially with both the women. Because, believe it or not, some of the dialogue is really bad, but there is some good material here and there, and important scenes are ruined because they weren't very good actresses. I earlier said that it kind of worked because she was supposed to be psycho. I think it definitely would have worked better if she was just handling the scenes well. Handle the character better, and like, wow, she's really psycho, because the mindset is just kind of the typical mindset of her, She just thinks he likes her, and she keeps saying, he's gonna leave his wife for me, and it's nothing new, but it's okay. Overall, I'm gonna give Obsessed a 5 out of 10.